So there is a business plan that I support to presentation made. Thanks in advance for your paying attention. So my supervisor is Dr. Martin College. So thanks to him, I am able to finish this business plan in time. So why I choose this product or this service? Because I working continuously, extensively in Thailand for 10 years. So I would like to apply my expertise and experience, bring back to my home country. So I would like to set up this company, but in my home country. So I expect it will be very successful thanks to my expertise and confidence. So there are totally 7 chapters, which is very well presented in the or detailedly explained in the paper. So these now I would like to summarize, make it compact in this slide so that I can convince all of you. So there are totally 7 chapters. So methodology, what kind of the research tools and methods are employed to get the final result. So, and then at the last, I will discuss about the conclusion, what the finding that I get. So I have objectives to realize or understand or to assess the current market situation in the Myanmar so that I can be confident that can I sell my product very well in the current industry and current situation. So this is the very important objectives of my paper. So there are several research questions that I formulate, reflect my research objectives. So I employ the quantitative method. So basically, I prepare the questionnaire form and I spread it into the qualified respondents. So they fill the multiple types, Lakers style of the questionnaire, so they can tick that they agree or not. So later I convert those into the figure and numerical data so that I can analyze in very quickly. So my targeted respondent, approximately 10 to 50 participants from each category, because I classify into the 3 target and 3 category. Later I will detail explain. So this is my survey file. So the first targeted segmentation is a contractor, and the second is a developer, and the one is a customer. So there are 3 questionnaires that I distribute. So there is a question design. So interview is a very limited amount of work that I have done due to the time constraint and limited resources. So basically, I rely massively on the questionnaire file. So interview is just like a follow at end, make them convince what I want from them. So later I send to them my questionnaire and they attentively answer the question that I provided. So there is a data analysis method that I employ. So there is a Likert scale, as you all know, from disagree to strongly agree. So numerical is 1 to 5. So there is a demography of the respondent regarding their experience or their position. So there is a mean score example. So there is a data analysis result. So all of the questionnaire from 3 different categories shown that the mean score average is at least 3.3 to 5. So I can assume that most of the stakeholders are welcoming my products and they have a positive opinion for my product or service. So there is a conclusion of the analysis result. So let me go to the business description, what my projects are, what about the market demand. So as you can see in here, this graph, the Myanmar, the Yangon, is the most expensive for the rental cost of the office space because of the scale or not available abundantly for the space. So there is a massive opportunity and potential for construction industry to develop. So that is what I saw as a opportunity. So that's why I try to fill that gap. So I expect that in the future, the render cost shall be downgraded and lower due to the enough supply of the infrastructure and office. So in traditionally, you have to prepare the massive amount of work and the time to make the scaffolding system so that you can casting your flooring. But in my way, all of my product is a manufacturer in the factory under roof. So under the well condition, atmosphere, and under the well quality control environment. So all of my product is making sure the quality is top grade and the workmanship is very grand. So we simply deliver it to the job site, and in the job site, they use a crane to install my product. So they can minimize a lot of the safety concern and safety issue, and they can minimize the labor, and time is considerably safe. So this is my company logo that I developed by myself. That is a mission statement and vision statement. So business model canvas, I already brainstorming for each category. For example, there is a very first, my company could be the very first mover in this potential market. So I expect that to have the first mover advantage. And I expect to get my revenue from product selling, installation sale, and consultation services. So there is a product life cycle. So normally every product have to encounter or they had to encounter those phases of the product life cycle: introduction, growth, maturity, and finally decline. But for my product, later I develop or launch enough my product into the market. So I will later differentiate more product and more kind of other similar product I will expect to develop. For example, maybe precast column, maybe precast paint, and precast wall, not only the precast flooring system. So in that way, I can maximize the life cycle of my product. So I expect and confident for that. So finally, the product sale volume will not decline, or maybe I can maximize the majority time span of my product lives. So those are into detail I writing down. This is industry analyze. So those are the stages I make sure to know the feasibility of selling my product or launch into the market. So I employ the pastor, analyzer, portfolio folders, and making sure the market is ready or mature enough to assess my product or they welcome my products. So those are the model assessment. And Ishikawa Fishbone make sure and made me convinced that what causes are needed or what category or what kind of components are make sure to achieve my final results of application of my weaker flooring system. So there is a marketing plan. What is the objective? And my marketing sales strategy. And there is my target market. And those are the target persona, for example, market trader, developer, and home buyer. So my brand competitor supposed to be those company: High-Tech, Smart Concrete, Nippon Concrete, Asia Concrete, RKKG. So my company is here. So my product shall be relevantly high technically support because all of the founder are engineering background, not only for sale. We are competent in the technically, so we are confident that we can sell our product in confidently and making sure all of our customer is satisfied with us. So there is a positioning. There is a positioning regarding to specialty, faster product availability. So this is my product. As you see, the product thickness is from the 8 centimeter to 40 centimeter. It depends on the what kind of infrastructure that you are developing. For example, a commercial building, or it is a shopping mall, or it is a public building. So it depends on and how long you need it. So we will customize to the project requirement. So basically standardized is a 8 centimeter to 40 centimeter. The width of the PC plank is about 120 centimeter. So there is an overview and the price. How about the price? So we have to make sure every price is categorized according to the area that we can sell. And how about the promotion? So we make it sure that percentage are well distributed to those who purchase our product. It depends on the volumes of the square meter that they buy. So there is our factory location and the office location. So we try to make it at the same places. So in my company, DH Precast, I choose the Tilawa economic zone. So this is my marketing expenditure. It's about 54,000 annually. And this is my operation plan. I'm making sure every step fall into place so that I can start or launch within a year. So there is an accreditation process that I'm supposed to make. So there is a production process in detail. So there is a production process step by step. So there is a capacity that I expect. So there is a location choice. Why I choose Tilawa Industrial Zone over other two places. So I have my own solid reason. So details are presented in the paper already. So there is a management plan. Also, the ownership, I determined to use the LLC kind of the business structure because legally I am very well protected under the limited liability company. So all of the assets of my company, assets of my factory shall be under the company name, not under my personal name, so that I'm legally protected. So there is a roles and responsibility of each founder. Me, myself, as a founder, I supposed to fund that 51% is about a $1 million over. So other two of my partner each expected to fund it about 300,000, and the last option I lead it for the potential investor, or maybe I got from the bank. So there is a role and responsibility. There is an organization structure. So there is an operational standard. So I supposed to employ about 60 over staff. There is an employee salary. There is a financial plan that I expect to achieve. For example, I would like to achieve within the 2-year 20% profit margin, and the net positive value and the ROI is exceeded over WACC within the 3 years. So I try to make it achieve. So those all of mentioned are calculated in detail in the paper. So everything are looking good according to the assumption that I made. So within the 3 year, I can achieve all of my objectives. So thank you for listening and paying attention to my business plan. So I am confident and believe that my venture or my company, the H Precast, shall be successful, and this is one of my dreams I need to implement when I relocate back to my home country. Thank you, everybody, again. That is the end of the slide.